is Malka Nagel. I have been an investor for about 45 years. And about 25 years ago, I got my real estate license, and I've been an investor ever since. I built an ADU before, so I built one that is connected to my own personal home, and that worked out great because we get rental income and then we can write down the home. This particular ADU that we're in is in the backyard of my parents' original house. And the house was turned into a rental about 15 years ago when my mother moved out. So I looked around and I thought, well, what could I do back here? And I thought, well, maybe I could do like a 2-bedroom. And I thought, well, that's great. I'll add an additional 2 bedrooms. And so I first looked into the modular builders, and they would like crane in a unit. And I thought, well, that's interesting, but I decided against that primarily because I didn't want manufactured look versus the stick built in the front. So then I drove around and I looked at other builders in the area, and I turned those down too because there's something about their build I didn't like, and then their reviews weren't that good. So I continued searching, and then I came across a SnapADU. They have a very professional website, and I like the fact that they had ready-made plans. Having built homes in the past, I knew that the whole design phase was quite complicated. To get plans approved is quite complicated, so the fact that they had ready-made plans was very attractive. My biggest concern was how were they going to build a unit in the back here, being that our side yards are very narrow. They're about 4.5 feet wide, so that's narrow. And they said, no problem, we'll just bring the bobcats and we'll do a lot of handwork. And once they said that, I'm like, well, that sounds exciting. And then Mike said, okay, for your backyard, we can use one of our ready-made plans, which was 2-story, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,200 square foot unit with washer and dryer. So I was like ecstatic. Thinking about whether to build 500 square feet versus 1,200 was not difficult because some of the costs are fixed, and I know that. So might as well do the biggest that you can. For me, the answer was actually very simple, because the cost of the building of the ADU was about 50% of what the square foot value of ready-made homes are in the area. So that was a real easy decision for me to make. Because I don't live in the area, I needed a company that could do the entire project from beginning to end. And I have to say, all I did was pretty much write the checks. I did not do much of anything on this project. It just ran so smoothly. Snap uses a really nice program, and so you can follow the project along. Plus they posted 10 to 20 photos a day. So I did follow that. Here and there I might have had some questions, and that's why I picked Snap, because I knew that I would not be involved in any of the hands-on. The building took about 6.5 months, and again, it was one of the most organized build I'd ever seen. There was hardly a day where something wasn't going on, and it was just very impressive. And again, because I have built properties before, I know all about building and scheduling, and this company just had everything organized down to when the inspectors were coming, and then what they were going to do, once the inspectors left. I would, if I could, do another project like this. I would have to find another property, and as an investor and realtor, I'm always looking, and I would definitely use Snap again.